American Presidents, the funniest facts you've never heard. All right, history buffs and comedy connoisseurs, gather round. We're diving headfirst into the hilarious hidden lives of American presidents. Forget the serious stuff for a minute. We're talking quirky habits, bizarre pets, and moments that make you wonder, wait, that happened in the White House? Prepare for some presidential LOLs. Because let's face it, studying American presidents doesn't have to be a snooze fest. It can be informative and entertaining. Buckle up! John Adams, folks, was a man of passion. And by passion, I mean a fiery temper that could ignite a room faster than you can say, Declaration of Independence. But that's not all. This founding father was also an early bird. We're talking rooster level early. Imagine waking up before dawn every single day, ready to argue with yourself. That's John Adams for you folks. He'd write letters and then debate the points he just made. Talk about a lively morning. And forget hitting the snooze button. Adams was a fitness fanatic. He believed in daily brisk walks. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, Adams was out there pounding the pavement. You gotta admire the dedication, even if it was a little intense. Andrew Jackson, now, there was a character. A true original, a man of action, and a renowned duelist. Seriously, this guy settled disputes with pistols at dawn. Can you imagine Biden challenging Trump to a duel? Ratings gold. He even got shot in a duel once, but still managed to kill his opponent. Talk about commitment. But the best part? Jackson owned a pet parrot named Pole. Pole wasn't your average Pollywanna cracker kind of bird. Oh no. Pole had a vocabulary that would make a sailor blush. Legend has it that Pole cursed up a storm at Jackson's funeral. So bad, in fact, that they had to remove him from the premises. Now, that's a presidential pet story for the ages. Abraham Lincoln, the stoic figure of the Civil War, the Great Emancipator. But did you know he was also surprisingly hilarious? Beneath that serious exterior was a sharp wit and a master storyteller. He used humor to diffuse tense situations. Imagine being in the middle of a national crisis, and Lincoln cracks a joke that somehow makes everything a little bit better. That's the power of presidential humor, folks. He famously quipped about his inability to make a living. Said he was better at splitting rails than splitting hairs. Self-deprecating humor for the win. And let's not forget the stovepipe hat. It wasn't just a fashion statement, it was also a mobile filing cabinet. Lincoln used his hat to store important documents. Talk about a head for business. Chester A. Arthur. A name that doesn't exactly scream style icon, right? Wrong. This guy was a fashion plate. He was known for his extravagant wardrobe. We're talking serious sartorial splendor. Rumor has it that Arthur owned over 80 pairs of trousers. 80? That's more pants than most people own in a lifetime. He was a stickler for fashion. Everything had to be just so. The man knew how to rock a suit. He even commissioned a White House overhaul to reflect his impeccable tastes. New wallpaper, new furniture, the works. But here's the kicker. Arthur was also a surprisingly progressive president. He advocated for civil service reform. So the next time you think of Chester A. Arthur, remember him as the fashionable reformer who rocked a suit and fought for what was right. Calvin Coolidge. Silent Cal. The man of few words and a master of deadpan humor. He was known for his taciturn nature. He didn't say much, but when he did, it was usually gold. He famously responded, "You don't have to," when asked why he didn't speak to his wife. Ouch. Talk about a mic drop moment. But the best part? Coolidge had a pet raccoon named Rebecca. Yes, you heard that right. A raccoon. And not just any raccoon. Rebecca was a White House pet. She had her own collar, leash, and even a custom-built playhouse. Imagine the Secret Service trying to wrangle a raccoon running loose in the Rose Garden. Comedy gold. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the humorous side of American presidents. Proof that even the most powerful people in the world have their quirks and funny moments. These stories remind us that even presidents are human. They have unique personalities, strange habits, and moments of levity. So the next time you're reading a history book, remember that behind the serious decisions and weighty responsibilities, there's a whole lot of funny waiting to be discovered. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me. Pole the parrot.